Alright, welcome back to Code Veronica. In this video we're going to use that thing that we got in the last video, which allows us to use this little platform here, which I don't think we've ever been able to use. We've been over here, this is where Steve got his guns and he fell through the window or whatever. This is not a new area, but it is a new way to get into this area. There's some stuff we can get in here. I do believe there's a couple zombies in this room. Shotgun shell is always useful. I could have sworn I remember there being zombies in here. So one thing that we're going to want to do, there's going to be a zombie down here. He's going to be crawling though, so he's not really that big a deal. What we want to do now is go down to the area where Steve, you know, where we played as Steve for the first time. Well, for the only time. We could have gotten in here from another angle, but this area is covered in gas, so there's really nothing we could have done about that until we got to it from this angle. So we're gonna want to clear this area out of zombies, just because it's gonna make things easier for us. I should also mention that this is the first game that Ruben Langdon did motion capture for Chris Redfield, and he's been doing that pretty much from this game until Resident Evil 6. So he's still doing it, which I think is pretty neat. God, I hate when they pick up speed like that. It's so annoying. That was probably my fault, though. I probably shouldn't have gotten too close to that guy. But hey, we're fine. There's plenty of herbs in this game. Yeah, as soon as you go through this area, there's going to be a hunter, so be careful. Wow, I didn't even sort of let him come anywhere near me. That was a nice one. I like that. Through this door over here, I think there should be a upgrade for our pistol. Because as I said, Chris gets, you know, pretty well armed in this area. I don't think it's that door. I think it's this door. This is also where Claire got her pistol upgrade, so it's kind of weird that there's two pistol upgrades in the same room. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this does for our gun. I feel like it makes it a little bit more powerful. It doesn't, like, increase the shots. Also, right next to us, there's going to be some more Clement that we could pick up. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what the Glock, upgrade does, because I don't feel like it's any more useful than it usually is. I think the enemies might go down in a little bit more, you know, a little less shots, but I really don't know. Oh well. Looks like that's something Claire could have done if she ever bothered coming back down here. Yeah, I really, I don't know, I haven't really compared, like, hey, this is what the gun does without the thing, and this is what it does with it, but I've never really figured out why you would want to get the upgrade. And another long-term thing is we're trying to get that halberd that Alfred used to open up the door. So yeah. That's another thing that we saw quite a while ago and have not been able to capitalize on. Now you're going to want to equip your shotgun because right as soon as you leave this little complex, they're going to be sweepers. And I hate sweepers, and it's really annoying when you have to deal with 2 of them at a time. You know, these are just hunters, but when you come back in this area, they're going to be 2 sweepers, which is, I think, one of the most annoying parts of the entire game, is trying to deal with 2 sweepers at once. That guy, what did he do? He jumped over me. That was like some Revenge of the Sith shit. And now that the gulp worm is dead, we no longer have to worry about it, and can we just pick up anything we want in this area. The other thing that's next to the shotgun shells is just bowgun arrows, and we ain't need those. This is the elevator that Claire took to get out of this area, and then right before she fought the tyrant. Just for some context of where we are right now. We have in fact been through here, but it was only once. Claire had an annoying block puzzle here. This part can actually be a little bit hairy. This guy's always going to be here, so I would recommend just killing him. When I practiced this, I was able to run past him, but I know since I'm recording, something bad would have happened, so I just decided to kill him. Because this is one of the few games that I've actually had like a practice run of. The way that I do this game is I play like an hour or so, get myself familiarized with the area and what the puzzles are, and then I'll get myself killed. And then I'll start recording, and do the area again. So that's why it looks like I know what I'm doing. Because I somewhat do. So here's a little annoying puzzle. Just follow what I do. Here's the gist of it. You have to fill it up to 10. And usually there would be 3 things available so you can get more precisity, but I think it's 3 and 5 now. Yeah, it's 3 and 5. So what we want to do is we want to add 2 3s, and it'll fill up kind of halfway. Then we want to fill up 1 5. And then we want to reset everything. Then we're going to want to put in 2 more 3s. And since there's a little sliver of 5 there, we will be able to fill it up all the way. It's not that hard. I'd say the hardest part about that is knowing that you can reset the puzzle, and that's actually kind of required. Now, I don't think it's exactly the most necessary thing to kill these zombies. You could just walk out of here all, you know, hunky-dory. But in the corner, there's some shotgun shells, and hey, it's useful, because it's the shotgun. So away we go. Okay, so what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to turn the lever now that the power is on. I feel like we've been turning on the power to a lot of areas recently. And now we kind of have to loop around downstairs because the bridge is downstairs and characters have never heard of climbing down or jumping down. Now, keep your shotgun out, because when we cross the bridge, there's going to be an enemy. I do believe it's just a normal hunter, or it might be a sweeper. It's definitely one of those guys. Yeah, it's just a hunter. This area is jam-packed with hunters. Now the next area, it's pretty good to not have to, you know, use your shotgun. You can just use your pistol here. So that guy, I do believe, is part of Wesker's crew. He has a bomb strapped to his back, because as I said before, Wesker's kind of a dick like that. And, yeah, this area is where you'll see that there's, like, specific zombies that are part of Wesker's crew. Like those guys, they're wearing night vision goggles, which is pretty cool. Different design for a zombie, and it kind of looks like they have the Wesker eyes, which I think might be what they were going for. So yeah, Wesker zombies, they're part of his, like, crack team of awesome people to come and, you know, spread the virus on this island and everything like that. This hunter I love because you can just run up to him and shotgun him. So once again, before we're going to be able to do anything, we have to turn the power on. Actually, we have to turn the power off because that thing is sparkling. Yeah, you're gonna need the proper amount of space in this area. If you really need to, like, dump something, thankfully there is a item box in that save room with the block puzzle that Claire had to do right before the elevator. So it's not that far away. And we can't go up in that area. That's where the submarine is. Chris has a very condensed version of Rockford Island. A lot of loading screens. This game really loves the loading screens. So we're gonna go in here, and then we're gonna save real quick. Because this part, like I said, isn't the best. It's probably actually one of my least favorite parts. It's just, sweepers are annoying. I've talked about that. They use poison, and I don't like that. And fighting two of them at once is not very good. And on my practice run, I actually died here because I feel like they do a lot more damage than any other enemy in the game. Or any other normal enemy in the game, anyway. Because obviously they're going to be different than, like, bosses and stuff like that. But they are very annoying. And I'd like to try... I tried to do this without taking any damage. Because on my second practice of this area, that's what I was able to do. I find that the grenade launcher works the best against these guys, because it takes them down in about 2 shots. I don't know why that guy, or why I didn't aim at that guy, but there we go. 2 sweepers done. Hallelujah.